Hello, my dear. They're talking about you again, not with admiration, with caution. The gossip doesn't sound like gossip anymore. It sounds like a warning label. Don't mess with them, they say. Too smart, too calculating. You try to play chess, and they turn the board into a mirror. Oh, how adorable. They finally caught on that you don't argue for attention, you argue for data. You listen longer than they breathe. You measure reactions like a surgeon cutting around a nerve. And now the whispers travel through every room you once walked through like a ghost they can't shake. Because every time someone mentions your name, another ego starts sweating. They remember that moment you smiled when they lied, the moment they realized you already knew. You see, that's what terrifies them. Not that you're right, but that you're always 10 steps ahead and you make it look effortless. You don't boast, you observe. You don't predict, you provoke. You drop one sentence and watch it detonate inside their insecurities. Your mind isn't a weapon, it's a theater of war, and every idea you release turns into a drone strike on someone's comfort zone. They hate that you see patterns in their pretend logic. You catch the pulse beneath their words, the micro-hesitation in their truth. You make intelligence look dangerous, because in your hands, it is. Let me paint you a scene. A table of so-called intellectuals, throwing opinions like dice, everyone trying to sound important. Then you speak, not loudly, just enough to tilt gravity. Every head turns. Suddenly, language itself feels like a trap you set before they even arrived. They laugh to hide the tremor, but their eyes betray them. They know they've been outthought, outplanned, outclassed by someone who never asked for permission to be brilliant. You don't join conversations. You conduct autopsies on them. And the corpse is always their ego. They used to mock your quiet. Now they call it tactical. They used to say you overthink. Now they call it analysis. It's funny, isn't it? How the moment you win without making noise, they rename your entire personality as a threat. You never had to fight for dominance. You just had to understand the rules so deeply that they collapsed on themselves. You don't need to yell. Your presence already does the talking. They call it aura. I call it precision. Because you've learned the difference between being feared and being respected, and you realized both feel identical once you control the room. Tell me, how does it feel to know that people you once admired are now building excuses for why they can't